this debate, words become weapons. And, you know, you just made a statement, you like guns. Now, there are people who would like to weaponize that statement and say, you know, you're someone who's on the fringe of an issue. What is it about the Second Amendment that takes the words and de-weaponizes them and just makes this an issue of fundamental rights for our citizens?
Well, I did say like because that is true, but I've been asked before, why do you need to have guns? And you've not been asked that question about any other rights like the Fourth Amendment. Why do you need to have the police to have a warrant before they come into your house? But when it comes to the Second Amendment, whether I like to have guns, whether I want to have one gun, that is the law of the land. That is a right that our founding fathers placed in the Constitution and finally was addressed in 2008 by Heller, that we have that individual right, no matter what purpose we want to have a gun, that is legal, whether it be for self-protection, whether it be for hunting, or whether it be for other types of protection.
Now, I'm not an attorney, but I have talked to a lot of attorneys on my talk show about this, and you are an attorney, so you know constitutional law better than any of us sitting here this morning. But when we're dealing with the Second Amendment and self-protection, and we look at what was going on at that time in the context of when they wrote that into the Constitution, it's also in there to make sure that all the other rights are protected too, right? Isn't the Second Amendment what all the other rights in the Bill of Rights and the Constitution itself rests on? Without the Second Amendment, they can be brought down, right?
Without the Second Amendment, everything could be brought down.
Right.
If you look at the Third German Reich, look at Japan, look at the Soviet Union, I mean, history just repeats itself. That's a great point, and that's a point that I've not heard anybody make before. You can actually put the First Amendment after the Second Amendment. So yes, the Second Amendment guarantees all of those rights and guarantees the citizenry protection against a tyrannical government. That is actually the meaning of the Second Amendment. Not to go hunting, not to see Joe Biden with a shotgun, not to have a 20 gauge walking out in the woods. It is to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government.